Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Also want to give double honor to the elders and apostles at Great Millstones, teaching this truth and sincerity, and also who rule well. Peace and salutations to the awful elect that scattered four corners of the earth, which is so-called Negroes, Latino, Hispanics, Native American Indians, the true Israelites is coming out the elect nation of Israel. You know, the nation that the Lord, there's only the nation of Israel, the only nation that the Lord's dealing with. Shabbat. It's your brother Yawanathan from GMS Detroit, coming at you with the lesson through the Spirit, and also a testimony. So I got some scriptures, linked up. Of how you're supposed to conduct yourself in certain situations. So when you get the scriptures like Exodus, Salakia, 15:3, it says that the Lord is a man of war. Okay? And when I say that, I look at, I'm pretty sure brothers is familiar with the movie 300. Watch some anime, I watched Avatar. And it was another one I wanted to pull out. It might come to me. But when you're a warrior, and I said this when I brought out 300, you see how the men were strategic. Now we live in a very emotional, effeminized society where you throw logic, strategy out the window. Sometimes you got to think about the things that you do. Okay? Now when I was saying Avatar, he was all like, got the neutral gen, a positive gen when you fight, a negative gen when you surrender, and then King Boomy was like, neutral gen when you do nothing and you wait until the time is right. And I forgot the brother's name. I believe he was part of the Kansas City, Missouri camp, beautiful brothers, when he was talking about how a man's supposed to be a warrior, because you got to know when to attack, you got to know when to retreat, and you got to know when to yield. And we live in a society where we are around niggas that really don't got nothing to lose. Okay? So what happened was, I was coming from the store. Me and my friend, we were just coming from the store, and we paused at my house, and it felt like somebody rented us. And so I get out the car, it's cold, I had my hoodie on, and I see these two niggas, man. And they weren't happy. So I'm like, impulsively thinking, I'm gonna get crashed out on, I'm gonna have to crash out on these dudes. But then I had to apply wisdom. So, dudes was all like, I'm looking for such and such and such and such. I'm not going to give no names. So I took my hoodie off to let them know, like, that I'm not the dude that you're looking for. And immediately, because it was an Edomite and it was a Jake. And he actually, he apologized, man. He apologized. So you have to exercise wisdom, man. It's always good to exercise wisdom. when the brother Malak, we were going over First Maccabees, the second chapter, how the heathen armies was trying to attack the Maccabees during the Sabbath. And that wasn't smart. During the Sabbath, now, but since it was the Sabbath, that's what everybody knows, that's the day of rest. You know, when you're just supposed to just chill out, not kindle a fire, so on and so forth. So they were getting slaughtered by the heathen armies, man, the enemies. But the lesson of it, and that's why Mattathias decided to fight, because it was righteous that they kept the Sabbath day, but it wasn't wise, man. That's why you get into Ecclesiastes, 7:16, don't be over righteous much. You know, always, over righteous much, but you get to exercise wisdom, man. Because if they was just going to not fight during the Sabbath, they could have been wiped out to near extinction. So back to like the testimony, you know, I was a little like, bro, if I was to do anything more, it could have went south for me. So I applied, you know, Proverbs, the 15th and the 16th chapter, you know, a soft answer turns away wrath. If you do the ways of the Lord, even your enemies will be at peace with you. So he knew it wasn't me. So the two gentlemen was like, yo, that's not the dude. The two guys, they apologized, like, yo, well, we're so sorry, to a point when they scuttered off. They came back to apologize. They was like, bro, we didn't mean it. This dude, you know, did such and such. Well, I don't know what he actually did, but you know, he came back to apologize for his ignorance. He said, blessed he, that's like I said, that's why the scriptures calls us the peacemakers, you know, Matthew the 5th chapter. Because we don't like to get into, I mean, Jake is good with the hands and all, but we're not really trying to cause strife or anything to that nature. Because it's a season, when you get into Ecclesiastes, the 3rd chapter, it gives you a list and a balance. There's a time and a season for everything. That's how I was getting into, you know, the time of a warrior. You got to be strategic. You got to use wisdom. You know, you can't be impulsive in this thing, because being impulsive and just acting off emotions can lead you down the road to destruction. Because having impulses and using emotions, first off, your emotions don't last that long. You might get mad and then the next day you be like, damn, I'm cool. Damn, I did all that. Acting impulsively. You know, we're strategic men, and when you think strategically, it also leads you to a road to have foresight. Okay? So it's a season, right? You have to make sure your timing is right. And if I was acting all impulsive, say like I was going to do the opposite, act all impulsive and try to off emotion. First off, there's 2 against 1. Then I'm going to fight these 2 dudes ignorantly, not knowing if they got a blicky, a Glock, or a chop on them. They can send me up to the Most High. Right? And that's why, like, I was watching an old video with the elders and apostles. You know, ISUPK, man, they be all doing some bullshit. But it came to the point where, you know, they was messing with the elder and apostle. But I can hear elder and apostle talk. It's like, yo, stop. We're spiritual. We're spiritual. And I'm not sure. I think they might put their hands on Rakai, elder apostle Rakai. And listen, we don't try to start no fights or anything. But we have the right to defend ourselves. All right? Happened with another brother. I forgot what state. This drunk dude was getting in his face, bucking up to him. We just here to preach this word in this gospel, but also exercising wisdom in our everyday walk. That's why we can't just lean towards our own understanding, our own impulses. You have to exercise wisdom. Meditate on certain things that you go through. I mean, I know certain things happen that you was out of your control. Like that situation, like I didn't know these dudes was here. But using wisdom, and especially when you do it according to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, you know, you'll have that shadow, that hedge of protection. You also got like a good example. Psalms 91. The shadows of the Almighty, you know, having that wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And I got, you know, again, the water, Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Rakakodash, that I was using the wisdom that to my best of my ability, and he saved me out of it. And then like the man that was in the men that was acting all, you know, upright, they apologized. To the point they came back and apologized again. So, you know, that's all glory to the Heavenly Father. The wisdom that we're supposed to, you know, follow by. But, you know, that was just a testimony. Brothers, you know, exercise wisdom, man. Exercise wisdom. But, you know, hold on 1 second. Close out. But yeah, Lord willing, don't want to make it too long. I hope this video was edifying. And again, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises due to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushai, Ba'Shem Rakakodash. Again, double honor to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone, who's teaching this truth and sincerely and also who rule well. Peace, salutations to the hopeful elect. I want to close out, say shalom, and on to the next lesson.